And the rest of the fuselage, we're just going to do the two sides, and then we'll do the top. So I'm going to remove the paw patch. Okay, I've cut out the template now, or cut out the covering template. And you can see I got a little excess over here, so I can wrap the edges around. We're going to cut the relief cuts here and here, tuck that up inside. I also went ahead and measured down just a little bit here. As you can see, I cut a straight line up, and that's right where the top of the fuselage comes out, but I left, a little bit back, about a quarter inch to a half inch back, so I got some room in case something's amiss. And I did the same thing on the front here. Okay, see, that's where that came from. I got a little excess there also, so that way I got some room to play with here. So I got some room on both ends, and then I took a straight edge when I went cut down. I didn't cut all the way down to it because I don't want to short myself either, and just cut a nice straight edge line right here, and that's hopefully going to line up with my straight edge right from here to here on the side of the fuselage, so I'll have a nice straight seam going right here and I won't have to cut anything. We'll see how that plays out next. Okay, the cutout that I did I am extremely happy with. It came out just about perfect. So I'm not going to have to cut here at all. This is right where I want my seam to be. So I'm going to just bring this down even to where the wood starts to the top. So it'll be a nice contact right there, sort of say. Now you're doing a nice big flat piece. On the smaller pieces, you can get away with going ahead and just pressing the iron right down on it or whatever and going across. On wider pieces, if you do that, it's all going to curl up around you, so that's not the thing you want to be doing. So we want to start with this edge because this is where I want it to be the most important. Everything else has excess. And I'm just going to come from the top, and I'm just going to start tacking my edge right here, and I'm going to work everything from the center. And you can eventually, once you get it seated, just go ahead and press the iron down on it. It'll be fine. But you want to make sure it's not going to suck all in and just shrivel up on you. So just giving it a light tap, just enough to stick it in there. And I don't think I'm going to mess with the wing saddle at the moment, because I think I can get that all in one shot. And anything that's overlapping, I don't care if it wrinkles a little, because I'm cutting it off anyway. And I'm going to pull it down nice and tight here, and just tack it. So you can see I'm already pretty much taking the wrinkles out without heating it. So when I go to heat it, it's just going to be a very light touch on it. And it's going to just shrink this baby down beautifully. Well, that's the game plan anyway. So I think we're about ready to give it a shot. So now, once again, you want to work from the center. You want to push everything out. You can see I'm barely touching that. It's taking the wrinkles right out of there. Just work from the center, work your way out, work your way down. That way, as you get to an edge, if you do have a wrinkle, you can just work that wrinkle to the edge, lift up the monocoat, take the wrinkle out of it, and then reheat that before you just tack it down. That baby is wrinkle free. Sweet. Okay, now the best part about all this is if you've done the insides of everything already, you can see you have monocoat already around it, so you don't really need to wrap it around. So you don't need to make all those relief cuts around anywhere you've got monocoat already. So basically I'm just going to take my scissors, and I'm just going to cut a slit in, and I'm going to wait till the scissors here basically just touches the wood. That'll stop me, and that's where I want to stop my slit. And then I'm just going to take it and just follow the top edge, because there should be monocoat around it. I want to make them straight up and down so it's flat against the wood, so you have something to curl over the edge. Just a little bit, just to make sure it's going to hit any monocoat in the area. So this way you don't have to cut any relief cuts. Comes out nice clean seam. And then just roll that baby around it. And because you got monocoat or whatever covering already on it, it's going to stick to that real nice. smooth that came out. It's nice and solid. See no seam. Beautiful thing. So now you want to make your relief cuts. I'm basically going to leave enough here to fold inside. So I'm going to come in a little ways. I'm not going to go right up to that exactly. And I'm also going to want to leave about a ½ inch to curl in to go around the wing saddle because I don't have any monocoat in there. So I'm not following any wood here. I'm just kind of free shooting it over to the edge just to cut off some excess. And then around the wing saddle, I'm definitely going to make some relief cuts because it's going around an inside curve. So for the relief cuts, I'm just going to hit the corner, and then just going to make some big tabs. And there's no measurement or anything, you just want to cut it so it'll follow the curve nicely without wrinkling. We've already got it seated flat against the outside, so as you can see, as you press that in, it's just going to look nice. If you see it wrinkling or bunching up somewhere, then you want to make a relief cut there, that's all. And this will cut like a little bit of an angle off it, because I'm going to go two ways with this. I'm just going to go straight in. I already got a piece on the bottom from the bottom, so I don't need to do that. So I can go there. This is going to fold in, so I need to cut this way. And I need to make a couple more relief cuts because this is a tight corner, so this is going to be a little bit thinner. There we go. That'll look nice, and then the last one I'll cut this way. Leave a little bit of a nub there so I can tuck it over the edge. Everything else is going to be fine. And there, that's how I made my relief cuts. Cut this to this angle here. Hope that was on film, so that'll come over across the wing bolt plate. And the whole bottom is done. So I'm just going to take that same method as I did in the front. I already got monocoat down, so I'm just trying to get to the bottom. So I'm just going to hold my scissors flush against the wood, straight up and down with the surface, and trim that whole edge right off all the way to the back. Alright, and I'm just going to start sealing these. So I'll show you a quick glimpse of how I'm doing the tab thing I did. And this is how I'm doing it. I'm just going to start it slow. Just press flat against, just roll it over. That's all I'm doing, is rolling it from the side to the edge. Takes all the wrinkles right out, shrinks it right down to this part. I'm just going to let this stick right onto the old plate here and hit the back. And then after you get it to that part, you take it to the next level and just roll it down inside. Finish that up. And then I'll run right down the wing saddle, make sure that's nice and tight. Wrinkle this, and you can see it's starting to come out pretty nice. Nothing like a fresh paint job just by using an iron, huh? And now I'm going to trim off the bottom. Same way. Got monocoat down there from when I did the bottom. He's starting to take shape. I'm going to shrink that. Alright, for the back of the plane, I cut out the stab section, but I left just enough to come over inside just a little bit, because I have a piece in here that's going to be all epoxied for the stabilizer to sit on and glue. And I also just want to coat it to the top of this, but left the inside part open because epoxy is going to be sitting in there as well. And then I just wrapped the monocoat around the back side. And I'm going to cut it right down the edge of this side, and that way I'll have it across the back already. If I need to pop it out to make room for the fin post, I will, but I don't think I will because it came out pretty nice there too. So all I'm going to do is trim this end off. Okay, and there's the side of the fuselage. One side mounted, covered. Okay, here's the other side of the fuselage. Or maybe that's the first side. I don't remember, but I'm showing you both sides anyway. So we got both sides of the fuselage wrapped up. That's all we can ask for.